Bugging how? Bugging in what way? Also, hi everyone. I hope you're all having a great day. Hello, hello. I'm not expecting the stream to be very long. I just kinda needed to say some things. That's true, YouTube doesn't YouTube sometimes. In fact, YouTube doesn't YouTube a lot of the time. But I'd still take this over something like Twitch any day. Twitch, don't be twitching. Well, I guess maybe in this situation they do be twitching because, you know, they, like, yeah. Me too. I like how interactive some Twitch stuff can be. But I've been looking into Streamlabs and they have like interactive UI elements and stuff that you can use on OBS and you don't have to use on Twitch. Like, you know, doesn't require Twitch to use any of it. So I'm probably going to try to implement that stuff here soon. Just because I think it's nice for you guys to have more ways to interact with things. I've just been so busy and I've had so much to do, like content creation wise and everything else wise, that I just kind of forget, or not forget. It's just kind of hard to get around to it. Like, I have to upload a few other things that I have made, and then I have to enable the Steam lab stuff that I was just talking about, and then I have to focus on what's going to happen at home and stuff like that. I don't know, it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, exactly. Women, especially when it's not something you particularly wanted to do, is not fun. But just moving by itself is also not very fun. It's just, it's such a pain, you know? There's so much you gotta move, there's so much you gotta pack. I love it. That's sarcasm. Yeah, exactly. It's so much pain, whether you want to move or not. I'm sorry, I probably sound really tired, but that's because I am. I'm super tired. You gotta give me a second. There. I'm super tired. Like I think I got 3 hours of sleep again. I was doing great for a while. I was getting normal sleep, but then the move happened. If only you could just copy and paste everything to a new place. Yeah, exactly. That'd make me the happiest person on earth. Just copy and paste everything here and put it over there. Ay, ay, ay. Mamma mia. But it's fine. It's nothing you guys have to worry about. Well, the clipping items, the items that clip, they'll just be placed back into the inventory so I could just rearrange things later. Kind of like an Animal Crossing when you it's kind of I don't know how to describe this. Hopefully you guys know what I mean. In Animal Crossing, when you try to move furniture that doesn't quite fit right in a given space, it'll make like an error noise, and then it'll tell you to swip, like switch it back around to the other direction. It's kind of like that, but it's not really like I have a lot of stuff to begin with. I kind of just don't have a lot, so it's not the finding a place to put this stuff. That's the problem. It's getting it done. And a lot of my stuff is already in boxes too. So that helps. I just moved into this place not even a year ago. It's been a little less than a year. And I hadn't unpacked my stuff. New Leaf is honestly the best Animal Crossing. Yeah, it's like Fields of Mysteria too. Man, I need to play Fields of Mysteria. Maybe after I play Legend ZA. But even then, after I finish Legend ZA, I have to still play Fire Emblem. Because I'm going to play a Fire Emblem game after Legend ZA. I also have to finish. See, that's another thing, right? I have so many things that I have to do. I have to finish the Engage stuff that I have on the main channel. But my problem is, or on the, videos upside of things. Okay. I can't even speak. Sorry. I'm tired. um, I have a lot of stuff recorded already. It's just that YouTube does not like it when I upload multiple videos in one day. So like I uploaded the creepypasta thing I think 2 days ago now, 3 days. And then YouTube's like, whoa, you're gonna load too fast there, buddy. Don't upload another video just yet. So it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I get it. They're also pushing the premiere setting pretty hard too. Yeah. So, like, in hindsight, the Lost Silver is not the best written thing on this planet, but I remember that when I read it when I was younger, I was pretty scared because it was like my first real horror thing, or my first real horror Pokemon thing, and my brain didn't know how to feel about Pokemon being combined with horror and stuff. So I have a pretty warm place in my heart for it, even if it's not the best written thing ever. Like, there's definitely some parts of the story where, when I was reading it aloud, especially, I was like, what? wait a minute. And I don't like to curse, but I cursed like 3 times in the video. It was so wild. Listening to it back because I have to listen to it back in order to edit out the oddities and the imperfections. Unedited footage, that's usually my unedited footage, usually has like a breathing in it because my microphone picks up literally everything and it picks up me breathing. It's nostalgia that made up for the writing. Yeah, exactly. That and back when I was younger, when this was kind of in its peak popularity. I mean, it's getting popularity again because of Friday Night Funkin' mods. A lot of creepypastas are getting popular again because of FNAF mods, but I remember that when I was younger and the Flipnote community was still a thing and it was still thriving. There was this lost silver Flipnote thing, and I was like kind of obsessed with it at the time. The cursing made me gasp. I didn't expect. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. I, I really debated if I was going to keep the swearing in because swearing is just not something I do really. It's so weird hearing myself swear. But I kept it in because it was story relevant. I think the only thing I ended up replacing was shift. I don't even have to tell you what word that replaced. How's it going? I'm tired, stressed, and stuff. But great otherwise. Sorry. I got like 3 hours of sleep last night. Not that it makes anything any different. But again, you guys don't tell me you're dying, dude. Yeah, I'm dying, sorry. Will you guys show up to my funeral? I'm kidding. I'm kidding, I'm not dying. I'm not dying anytime soon. In fact, content probably isn't gonna slow down, even though I'm in the middle of moving. Like, nothing's probably going to change for you guys. Sure, just let me call out of work. Thanks. Will there be a fruit bar? Yeah. There'll be a fruit bar, but it's not gonna be fruit, like actual fruit. It's gonna be gummies. It's gonna be fruit gummies. That's the bar. Fruit gummies, gummy worms, and stuff like that. Just various gummy candy. Nothing's probably going to be changing on your guys' end. Like, it's probably going to be the same it always has been. I'm still going to be streaming probably like 5 days a week, maybe more. And I'm still going to be uploading like video content and shorts periodically. So nothing's really going to change on your end. But on my end, it's probably going to be pretty crazy, pretty hectic. I feel immensely bad because I had to go on that health hiatus a little while ago. I felt terrible, right? Because on one hand, I actually was just sick. I was sick and I needed to like take a break. Uh because you know, I was sick. But on the other hand, I felt bad because I wasn't working and there was no income coming in that time, and there was also no drawings getting done, no channel stuff was getting done. It was just me posting about how much better I was getting. And I felt bad because I kind of have this thing where I constantly need to be working and I constantly need to be applying myself to things. So to be gone for almost 2 weeks, not doing anything, uh, man, I think that was driving me crazy. You were surprised about the potassium thing? Well, so I guess I should explain a little bit more about that since this is going to be a dedicated talking stream, and it's a catch-up stream. So, um, I have health conditions already. If you guys weren't like, you know, in the know, maybe because quite a few of you are new. So if you guys are new and you're watching this, especially VOD watchers, if you're new and you don't know a lot, I guess I'll tell a little bit. I have health issues. Um, More specifically, they're hormone related. Like my body does not produce hormones as it should. They're very, very imbalanced. Uh, I also just have a history of not eating the most. I have anemia. If I stand up too fast, I kind of pass out sometimes. Um, and other things. I don't want to go too much into detail because it'll make you guys sad, and I don't want to make you guys sad. But for the most part, just know that I'm pale, uh, creepy, weird. There's like no melanin in my skin whatsoever. I'm pretty sure that if I didn't start eating more potassium, I would turn into a ghost. You could see through me. I'm transparent. I would say I'm surprised, but in this way, I'm more surprised if a VTuber did have health issues. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Almost every VTuber I know, even like the more popular ones, even like the bigger ones, corporates, even they have like health issues a lot of the time. Like as an example, I know that Gargura or other names that she's known by nowadays. I know that she had health issues and her ideal workplace was streaming, and that tends to be the case for a lot of other streamers too, like Iron Mouse, and there's quite a numerous amount of others, but I can't even name them off the top of my head because there's just that many of them. The VTubers have chronic illnesses, and they're like, I'll take that career line for 500, and they roll with it, me included. No, you're a Hakiko Warrior, my favorite. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. When I started the channel, I was thinking of the Hakikomori tagline. I was like, I don't technically fill that criteria to all degrees because I do some stuff IRL. I more so am a Hakikomori, I want to say by choice, because I like, no, it's not by choice actually. Nerd, yeah, I'm a nerd. Oh, actually, it's called a dork. Oh. I'm not a hikikomori by choice, but it's more so, I don't know, I'm scared of social interactions all the time. I'm not scared of people, just social interactions. So when I get into a situation where I know I can't say anything, uh, and I just end up saying what I think would be right or would be most comfortable in the situation, and then people kind of just give me the look like, why did you say that? And I'm like, oh, okay. My bad, my bad. No, no, no. I was just joking. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of in the exact same situation because I do technically still socialize more than your average hikikomori, and I'm pretty social, all things considered. But I don't know, man. Sometimes people are a bit too much, and you just want to come home and you just want to talk to an anime girl sitting in front of you on the screen. Well, see, that's the thing, right? I think extrovert and introverts at the end of the day are just silly labels, kind of, because being an introvert is typically categorized as someone who, like, avoids social interaction, doesn't do it, doesn't have a lot of it, and stuff. And it's like, but at some point introverts still want to have social interaction. Like, I know that if I was here alone for an extended period of time and didn't have any social interactions, like if I wasn't a streamer and I was just alone, I probably would try to reach out in some way. In fact, part of the reason why I became a content creator, other than just that's just something I've dreamed about since I was small. And if you search hard enough, you could probably find the video of me when I was like 12 or 10 doing let's plays of Pokemon ROMs recorded from my phone. You could still probably find them because I don't have access to that YouTube account anymore, but they exist, they're out there. And ever since I was younger, I've wanted to do like let's plays and stuff. So uh content creation just kind of something I've always wanted to do, even if I haven't really been able to do it before now. Also, good morning. I'm never gonna delete my old videos even if it's cringe. So true, so true. Same. My older streams and stuff are probably like super cringe. I mean, I know they're cringe to me, but I don't know if they'd be cringe to you guys. But I'm not gonna delete them. I think it's nice to be able to look at a VTuber's history and see how far they've come. Me especially. I don't know, man. There's so many of you guys right now. There's like I can't even express how many of you there are. How many of you? There are so many of you right now. there is there is no way there are this many of you. I'm still yeah, 7:53 currently, which by the way, that's still a 50, like that's still 753 more than I was ever expecting. I kind of just expected to not go anywhere because I do this for fun. I mean, obviously I have ambitions and goals, and I do plan to have like drastically different channel drastically different channel like planning and career stuff now versus in like a year. I plan to have things drastically change. Not me drastically change. Although I guess when you get to be someone that's bigger, you're going to have to change, not because you want to, but because you kind of have to, because your audience when you're like my size is not going to be the same kind of like feeling. It's not going to be the same atmosphere as your audience when you're like, say, 2,000 subscribers. It's going to be different. It's going to be a lot different. And I'm still going to be me, obviously. I'm still going to be an idiot. I'm still going to be a dummy. But I think things will look a little bit higher quality and stuff. I'm gonna switch up. No, don't say that. No, I won't. No, I won't. But I do have ambitions and I have goals, and I want to get them. I want to get to them, and I want to get there. But I'm not expecting them to just be handed to me. You know, I'm not expecting them to just fall out of the sky. In fact, I didn't even expect to get this far, to be honest. I'm still sitting here just like in awe. I remember when I uploaded my first short and it got no views, and I was so confused. I was just sitting there like, oh well, you know, my channel is pretty niche. I don't think anyone's going to really pay attention to my channel. I don't think anyone's going to notice, and no one's going to see me. And my, like, I want to say lore streams and stuff at the time really reflected that. Because, and originally what I was doing with the creepy streams and the creepy lore videos and stuff was I was going to make, and now, granted, my mindset has also changed from when I started the channel. So it's not like I'm just switching up super suddenly. Uh, so when I first started the channel, right, I didn't want to be an idol. I thought that the current state of VTubing and idol culture and stuff was kind of weird, and I didn't like how uh, a lot of VTubers were idols and stuff like that. But then, and because of that mindset at the time, my like lore streams, lore videos, and stuff were kind of going for a this is a this is criticizing the idol industry, because I would have themes of like, I would say I'm tired and that my mental health is bad and stuff. It was the so basically the whole plot line was this, and this is how this channel actually began. This was so my channel didn't start out as VTubing initially. I was just going to make like creepy ARG stuff, or just like, you know, uh creepy pasta stuff. I was just going to do the reading videos by themselves, not have a VTuber avatar or anything like that. I was just going to be known as like a faceless person that was attached to a name and stuff. But then I had the idea that I could attach all of that to also being a VTuber. I could do ARG stuff with also being a VTuber. So then I started VTubing, and then it just kind of snowballed into me incorporating stuff that I actually really like to do onto the channel as well. And so that's kind of how we got here today. And now here I am wanting to be an idol. I'm learning to sing properly. And now here I am wanting to be a proper idol. Oh my god, I'm so scared. What's happening, guys? Oh no. And I guess the more I started to enjoy myself, the more you guys just started piling in, because I don't know, it's really weird, right? Because I was posting shorts for quite a little while, but they never really did much, or they never really got anywhere. But then when I became a VTuber and I started VTubing and I started doing like VTuber things in my shorts, uh sorry, I'm like tired and my throat's like, oh. When I really started doing the VTuber things is when everything started popping off. And to be honest, it's happening really fast. Like, I think it's happening a little too fast. I'm kind of scared sometimes, you know? I'm like, it almost seems like every time I go to upload a short, or I go to upload a new video, or I go to stream, I look at my subscriber count and it's up. Someone subscribed. The number's gone up again. And I'm so confused. Yeah, exactly. I was so confused. I was like, oh, what is happening? Who? Huh? There was, oh my god, jeez. Like, oh Lord. I'm like, I'm confused, right? But I'm also so grateful, and I really don't have the words to explain or, justify how I feel. Like, it's, and that's another thing too. When I started making my keychains, and I'm still in the process of making more. When I started making those, I made only 6 with the intention to, like, not sell them fast, because I didn't think they were going to sell fast at all. I thought I was going to sell 1, 2, maybe at that. But no, like, they sold super, super fast. And it's kind of like weird, because now I have to make more, and I'm shooting to possibly make like I want to say 20 or more, because it's kind of hard, right? And it's taking a while because it's just me, and to make 20 keychains on top of what I'm already doing with everything is, oh man. Oh, there's so much, bro. There's so much, bro. Like, you have no idea. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm someone who, I like to stay busy constantly, anyways. I like to keep myself constantly doing something. I feel like, kind of, if I slow down, if I stop, I kind of feel like everything is going to crash down if I stop. So I just keep going. I just keep doing everything. It's funny. I did handwritten notes for every single one of the keychain orders. Every single one of those has a unique handwritten note. My handwriting was particularly bad that day because I was putting everything into envelopes. A time to breathe? What's that? Rest? What's that? Off days? What are those? I know that um, I do have off days, right? Before, like when I was a much smaller channel, I streamed constantly. Like I streamed like almost every single day, like 7 days a week. I streamed so much, and I made so much stuff. And when I got bigger, when I started growing, um, a friend of mine who was very concerned. They were also a streamer, or they're also a streamer, a VTuber. They got concerned. They came to me and they were like, "Hey, I'm really happy that you're growing, and that's great. But if you continue to do your schedule, like streaming every single day and creating content every single day, like you do, while having a life outside of this, you're probably going to like hospitalize yourself. You're probably going to like drive yourself crazy." And she was right. I did go to the I'm laughing, but it's nervous laughter. She was right. um, because the hospital was like, you need to eat more. You need to eat more bananas. You need to have more potassium. You need to do all this, and that. You need to do a lot more things. I was like, yeah. I had a feeling this was gonna catch up to me one of these days. She started worrying me a bit. No, don't say that. No, don't say that. No, I'm fine. I'm not like a malnourished child. Well, I'm not a child. Probably not malnourished either. Well, I guess it depends on your what you define as malnourished. I'm super pale. I have dark eye bags. Eating food. Well, it depends on the size of the food, but a lot of the times when I'm eating out with friends, I end up not finishing my food and then I give it to them. I think I have your eye bags are definitely permanent. They're definitely permanent. Your eye bags are not going away unless you like actually start using some super good skincares, like the super expensive ones. You're probably going to have eye bags permanently. But that's okay. The tired look is quite desirable amongst many people. At least that's what I've been told. No, like, so I'll just be sitting there. I have a nice plate of pasta or whatever, because I love pasta. Oh my god, I love pasta. Um, or just elotes. If you guys don't know what elotes is, they're corn, Spanish corn, or maybe it's just a girl thing. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. And I'm like, I can't finish this. Here, take it. And then they're like, okay, sure, more food for me. You get 8 hours of sleep and you still have eye bags? Yeah, exactly. Once you have eye bags, they're never going away. No matter how much sleep you get, no matter how healthy you are, no matter how much water you drink, how much food you eat, the only thing that will get rid of your eye bags is intensive skincare routine or like plastic surgery. Because I think now, I could be wrong, I'm not a doctor, I think eye bags and how eye bags look on you and their like formation and stuff is also kind of genetic. So like if your parents had eye bags, you're probably going to have the same kind of eye bags. I would give everything away for unlimited lotte. Yeah, same. Same. I had to channel my inner gnome. Woo! Yeah, my parents also had super, super deep eye bags. Like theirs were pretty bad. I think one of the reasons why my genetics are the way they are is because of, you know, because my parents also had these conditions. Now, granted, it did skip them. The like hormone stuff, it did skip them, but it didn't skip me. Drink water. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Okay, I drank water. Are you happy now? Yeah, it was a big cup of water. Well, in fact, my cup was empty, so I just had to go and grab the gigantic gallon of water, pour it into my cup, and then drink it. I hope everyone who's watching, I hope your eye bags go away. I hope they disappear. I'm going to re-alter your genetic code. I'm going to reach into your very spiritual being, and I'm going to remove your eye bags. I'm also going to make you look five years younger. There you go. That's probably not a good thing for those of you who are probably teenagers already. Also, hi, Alice. Yes, I could do that. No, I'm 18. Rip. Well, you're gonna look 5 years younger. You're gonna look. I said look 5 years younger. You're not gonna be 5 years younger. You're gonna look 5 years younger. Wait, actually, I'm curious though. Doesn't everyone have a double chin? Doesn't everyone have one? Unless you're like super, super thin. At least I remember that everyone has a double chin, even the more like average weight people. If you just sit down, if you're sitting at the right angle, you have a double chin. Even no matter what. I thought that's how that worked. Don't put that evil on me. I could force a double chin? Yeah, everyone has one, right? Because I have a friend, she's like super tall and super thin, or I guess she's average for her height, but she's really tall. So she looks like she's on the thinner side of average, but she's actually just average, but she's super tall. And she has a double chin when she sits down. She also has like belly flats when she sits down. A super tall. Okay, okay. But see, she's like, now granted, I know that this isn't super tall by like maybe men's standards, but she's like 5'7", 5'8". really tall, at least for a woman. She must be 6'7". No, she's 5'8". For women's standards, that's pretty tall. Like, she's taller than every other woman in the friend group. In fact, she's taller than a lot of the other guys, too. Staring at my partner who's 6'2". Ooh, she's so tall. Oh, congratulations. Oh, congratulations. You got the tall lady. Oh, we love tall ladies. Congratulations. You gotta keep her. You treat her right. Be good to her. Oh, wow. Oh. That's adorable, though. That's adorable. I think it's cute when there's, like, the super tall lady and the short partner. I think it's super cute. I don't know. Personally, I just think it's cute. But I'm super short, so everyone's taller than me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, even the other girls that I know that are just about my height, or maybe a little bit taller, even they're taller than me. Like, they're like 1 micro-inch taller. Now, granted, I'm not as short as a lot of other people. I know people who are like, are you 4'11"? No. 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 I have a friend, she was like 4'9". I'm not as short as her. I'm a little taller than her. But I wouldn't call like 5 foot tall, okay? I wouldn't call that tall. I wouldn't call 5'1" on a good day. I wouldn't call that tall. I may be taller than 5'9", but I'm not tall. And anyway. So I'm not shortest. Definitely not the shortest. Your grandma is 4'11". Oh my god, she's so tiny. Oh my god. People are tiny. Wow. Tiny people. It's always such a shock to me too when I see someone that's shorter than me. Like when I first met my friend that was like 5'9", I was like, why are you this small? I could pick her up. You'll probably be that small when you're 60 to 70. Yeah, but yeah, you're not wrong. Because when you're older, you like your back arches over, and you technically lose like 1 or 2 inches off your height. So, yeah. Not looking forward to that. I will say though, being short does have its advantages. Like you can like duck under things. Like I can just hide right under my bed. And granted, it's not a very tall frame either, so I could just hide under it. That's all. It Whereas the trade-off is that I can't open jars. I can't. It's really hard to do that. But imagine hiding under your bed when your bed is on the floor. Yeah. I mean, it's better than it used to be. I know that when I started streaming, like when the channel first began, and I think it was, wait, how many subscribers we're at now? We're at 700. It wasn't really until 500 subscribers, I think, or 400. It's in that range. It wasn't until that range that I actually got like bed frames and stuff. I was just sleeping on a mattress with plushies. We're going places, bros. We're getting bed frame. Maybe one day I'll get a what's it called? The thing that goes in between the mattress and the frame. Heck, I forgot what it's called. The thing. The thing that goes in between the frame and the mattress. That's what I'm gonna call it. A box string, yeah, that thing. Yeah. That thing. Box spring. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, I want that. I need that. I need to get one of those. Unfortunately, they're like, well, I mean, I guess I could maybe try to find one for cheaper on Amazon, but they're like $200. I got a new kofi goal, guys. I'm gonna put the kofi goal on screen. Buy me a box. Kidding. Don't do that. Bye. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Time to start a new DIY project. Yeah, gotta make my own box spring. So, okay, so if every single one of you donates one spring from your box spring, then I could make one of my own. If you donate one of your springs, each one of you, like every single one of my subscribers, if you donate one of your box springs, like one spring from your box spring, I could make my own. And it'd be so springy. I'll buy a box spring. No, please. Do not go out and spend like $500 on me. I mean, realistically, if you're going to spend money on me, I can't stop you, but please don't like put yourself in financial danger. I've done worse. Oh no, what does that mean? I'm scared. I'm scared. Man. I ain't saying what it is. That's clip farm material. Whoa. Right. Aren't you a VTuber? Right, you're a VTuber too, so I guess it. I guess it makes sense. I need to, I actually need to stop by Twitch one of these days. Do you stream on Twitch? Because if you stream on Twitch, I'll stop by and I'll clip one of your funny moments. Let's call it that. I don't really have a Twitch account, but I'll still record it. And I'll post it on my backup channel. VTuber exposed 4K. That's fair. I don't think, at least for the time being, I don't think I'm gonna stream on Twitch again. You know, at least for now. I have far too much fun streaming here on YouTube, and I have a feeling that with the future of my content, because I do plan to, I think I talked about it earlier, but I have ambitious goals and careers and stuff in mind for my VTubing career, and for what I have planned in the future, I don't think Twitch will like it. Twitch is gonna like any of it. Twitch already doesn't seem to like quite a few things that happen on their platform already, so I'm good. But I will still support the VTuber homies on Twitch. Although it is unfortunate, I've heard that you have to have an account and you have to actively be typing in chat for any of the interactions to count. So that sucks. That sucks a lot, actually. That's unfortunate. I don't want to have to make an account. I just want to lurk. I want to not, because I'm not really good with words. YouTube has rating. However, rating is I'm not sure when it's unlocked really. I think you have to be a certain size in order to unlock rating on Twitch, or redirection is what it's called. It's called redirecting. You have to be a certain size to unlock that, I'm pretty sure. Uh or maybe you don't. I've never no one's ever redirected to my streams or anything. Well, maybe it's because no one knows I exist. If you do switch to YouTube, that would be awesome. That'd be awesome. I will subscribe twice. Oh, hi, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I'll summarize everything that I was talking about before, just in case anyone who didn't see it already that just popped in. So basically, I'm catching you guys up from when I was on my hiatus during Halloween and stuff like that. Um, I have health issues, particularly from when I was born, because a lot of them are genetic, that are hormone related. I also just have a history of not eating a lot. Eating is, especially lots of them are pretty, it's pretty hard to eat a lot. Like, I physically feel sick if I eat a lot. Uh, let's see, what else? What else did I bring up? Oh yeah, I'm super pale. I have anemia. If I stand up too fast, I kind of get dizzy. Um, I've been doing better at it recently, obviously, because I went to the hospital and they told me, hey, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself. I know you're focused on your career and everything, but you know, if you continue to not hydrate properly, you continue to not eat properly, you continue to stress yourself like you are, you're going to be in the hospital again. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I get you. So, in order to not be in the hospital again, because no one wants to be in the hospital again, I have to be kinder to myself. And yeah. Uh, so, I had a potassium deficiency, which gave me like little tremors and stuff. It's fine now because I mean, I'm eating bananas steadily. I'm eating not a lot more than I normally do, but I'm eating, somewhat normally, which is good. I'm eating, which is more than I used to. Like sometimes when I used to eat, like the stream where I ate canned chicken on stream, that was all I ate that day. There was just the canned chicken. That was all I ate. I guess you also missed that when I started this channel, I kind of started the channel with no intentions of being a VTuber. I started with just, I was going to be an ARG channel that sometimes did other horror stuff that was faceless. There was no, like, anything, just maybe my voice, and that was it. But then, over time, I kind of incorporated VTubing into what I was doing. And at first, I was pretty opposed to VTubing and idol culture, but then, or I wasn't opposed to it for say. I was kind of like, I don't like the way things are headed. And over time, I kind of grew into someone who really appreciated it a lot more. And now I want to be an idol. Now I have so many ambitious careers and stuff planned for my channel and stuff. And I'm probably going to be a different person now than I am at, like, say 2,000 subscribers, but not in like a I'm changing my personality type way, but more so just me is changing because I have to understand that I have a sizable following now, so there has to be some things that kind of change. The chicken day was a cool thing, thank you. I'm glad you think that me eating canned chicken was funny in some way. But to be fair, it was pretty hilarious. I won't lie. Seeing you guys' reactions to me eating canned chicken on stream was quite it was quite wholesome, I won't lie. Oh yeah, and I guess I'm also moving, so and that's been pretty stressful. This is like the second time with less than a year that I've had to do so. And this is probably not going to change anything on like your guys' end of things, because you're going to see, like I said earlier, you're going to see content and stuff normally. Like, I'm not gonna suddenly stop streaming. I'm not going on a hiatus again, because again, I feel like I'm one of those people where if I don't actually keep myself preoccupied, if I don't keep myself busy and stuff, then I just end up feeling like everything's going to fall apart. So, breaks, off days, who has those? I know that I have off days from streaming, but I technically still upload content on those days, and I still do stuff on those days, so I'm not technically not doing anything, I'm just not streaming on those days. Like, I'm still, you know, practicing singing, and I'm still editing and stuff like that, and all the other stuff. So, yeah. I was also pretty upset with going on the health hiatus. I mean, technically I had to, but and I should have done it sooner, but you know, I kind of also wasn't making money while I was in the hospital, and that's not good. So that made me pretty upsetty. Upsetty spaghetti. Not working in this economy. God, imagine. Take one if you need to. We don't want to see you get hurt. Yeah, I know. And technically, I already hurt myself. But no money, no happiness. Well, it's more so, life would be in shambles if I wasn't making money. So I got to. And I don't want to be in shambles, because then my channel would be in shambles, and I don't want my channel to be in shambles. You know, I'm a pretty agreeable and positive. Ooh, excuse me, positive person. So, I don't make my problems your guys' problems. Although I have seen quite a few of you say, "Oh no, it's okay, you can vent to us." No, I can't. No, that's bad. No, I don't do that. Hello. Thanks for stopping by. YouTube is dumb. I'm just gonna say YouTube is dumb sometimes. I like it more than Twitch, but it's still dumb. They are. I cast Joyful Day. Thank you. Magic missile. Sorry, I laughed a little too hard. Divine light. The amount of people I've seen that say that YouTube just doesn't notify them when I upload or do anything is insane. YouTube, why are you like this? I know I'm not a very big content creator, but please. Real. That's so real. Go on Fiverr. Post a service. Or no, seek a service of someone who would notify you of streaming. I think a friend of mine has showed me a clip of his. I thought that was really funny. Something I'd like to do in the future. I mean, it probably won't be right now, but in the future, when it's a bit more of a fortunate situation and I'm able to, I'd like to play Fortnite, but every time I have to drink a shield pot in game, I drink a like little, I don't know if you guys know what these are, but they're called buzz balls. They're like these little like jugs. of alcohol, and they're like blue, and they kind of look like little shield pots. Like every time I have to drink alcohol, oh no, alcohol. And every time that I have a sealed pot on stream, I will drink a buzzball. Buzzballs? Yeah, you have to look them up. Although I don't know how well that would go down, because YouTube is pretty much against uh, stuff like that, and they don't like it when you promote that kind of thing, which I'm not promoting it. You should not drink them. But I don't know. I just think it'd be kind of fun. But no worries. I will not get drunk. I found out the hard way, especially from when I was younger, that it takes a lot to actually get me to a point to where it's visibly noticeable. As long as you do it safely, yes, it will be safely. It will be moderated. In fact, I'll probably have someone to be like a caregiver or something like that, like watch over me while it's happening. Which is why it's not happening now, because I'd ideally like to have someone, because you never. Okay, so when you're doing that type of thing, you never want to do it by yourself and go live, because there's just so many things that could go wrong. There's so many things that could go wrong. So I will probably have a friend along or some kind of mentor or something like that, just to make sure that nothing bad happens. Just in case I do get, wasted or something, but I'm probably not going to. Vodka shots for every new gun. I'm going to die of alcohol poisoning. I don't want to do that. I guess before that's gonna, yeah, exactly, gonna make me pass out. I guess also before that should happen, I should also start eating properly too, because it's not a good idea to not eat and then consume alcohol. Rest in peace. Oh, your friends are probably they were probably roasted. Everclear shot for every win. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Ooh, I don't know about that one. I think I say buzzballs because the alcohol count on them is pretty low. I think it's like 4, something like similar, something like that. It's pretty low. Whereas like vodka is just straight up bad. Like it's 20% or something. That's crazy. That's insane. Wait a minute. I just had an idea. What if I? Oh, no, actually, that's terrible. No, wait, that's an even worse. What? No, that's not worse, but it's still a terrible idea too. I was like, wait a minute, maybe I could drink coffee for each shield pot, but no, that's bad too. It's not healthy to drink large amounts of coffee unless it's decaf. If it's decaf coffee, that'd be fine. But drinking large amounts of coffee is pretty much the same as drinking large amounts of energy drinks, which you probably shouldn't do. Decaf isn't much better, to be honest. Yeah, no, it's not. It's really not. How about tea? Tea's good. Which kind of tea? I love sweet tea. Sweet tea's so good. Took 3 shots of espresso before bed and I went to sleep at 10 p.m. Dang. 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 This is how you know I don't hydrate or eat properly, because when I drink coffee, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. what I'll probably do is have like a an assortment of water, something nice to drink like tea or like juice, and then a buzz ball, just to keep the fluids in my system, you know, and then have snacks as well because your body has to filter out all that gunk somehow. And it's even worse if you don't have every single one of your major organs. It's generally not a good idea. Like I think I've mentioned it before, but I had my gallbladder removed. So generally not a good idea. I'm not trying to die of alcohol poisoning. Well, okay, so when you drink alcohol, and your gallbladder is basically this thing that filters out a lot of the poisons and stuff in the food and drinks that you consume. And when you don't really have that, your body has less of a defense to a lot of those things. So, just as an example, this hasn't happened to me because I don't really drink alcohol that often. Alcohol is more like a this is the one time thing, I'm gonna do it once because it's kind of funny, then I never touch it again. Uh, it's like imagine you were a snake, or imagine you're a random animal and you eat a snake because you're starving. Your body doesn't have a way to filter out the snake poison that you're consuming from the snake. So while the poison may not kill you, it will still damage parts of you. And it's kind of like that, but to a lesser degree. The poison that's in like alcohol and stuff. It's not really poison, but it's more like these chemicals can really hurt your body. Professor Dan is the best teacher. No, I'm just a nerd and I know a lot of stuff. But it's basically kind of like that. So your gallbladder and stuff filters out a bunch of the yucky stuff that's just naturally in your like drinks and your food. It filters out a bunch of that yucky stuff. And since you don't have your gallbladder, and in my case, if I eat a certain food that will trigger something within my body, it's not fun. And I get a little bit of pain. I get a little tummy hurt too long disease. Yeah, exactly. You should be safe. Be safe. Take care of yourself and be safe. But also, ideally, don't do too much and drink water and eat. As long as you do those in tandem, like, you know, healthily drink water and then healthily consume some, like, I don't know, snacks, you'll be fine. I know, but also don't do it a lot. If you're someone who has no gallbladder, but then you drink alcohol um, on Monday, don't do it again on Tuesday. Don't drink like a ton of alcohol on Monday and then do it again Tuesday. You'll probably have to go to the hospital because your body is working twice as much to make up for the fact that you don't have a gallbladder. And nobody wants that because your body will hate you. I also hate tummy hurt disease. Tummy hurt disease is the worst thing. God, my tummy hurt a little too long. Drink on each day ending in Y. Wait a minute. It's every day. Oh, me too. I also love when tummy hurt at work. Especially when you're someone who does like physical labor and stuff. Ooh, tummy hurt at work, my favorite. That hurts more than breaking a bone. Ooh. As someone who's broken bones, I don't know. I think it depends on which bone you're breaking. Because tummy hurt disease does suck, but I've broken like an ankle and stuff like that when I was younger. So, oh man, that really hurt. Like I know there was one time I fell down some stone, like stairs made of stone, and oof, it hurty bad, big hurty. You walked away with bruised ribs. Oh my god, that's so fortunate. See, I don't get you guys. You guys can like get bruised. You could get like totally destroyed, break bones. You're like, whatever. Okay, that doesn't hurt. What do you mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm just like brittle, fragile. I don't know. But like, what? How? How do you do it? What is this? Good night. Feel free to watch the VOD again if you missed anything. It's very much a, if I can walk it off, it's not that bad until it hurts years later. Oof. I feel like that's just, I feel like that's just kind of a guy thing, isn't it? Cause, I want to say, I don't really, excuse me, I don't really vocalize when I'm in pain all that much. I just kind of, oh, I'm in so much pain, but I got stuff to do, so who cares? And then I just keep going, or I go to the doctor. But most of the guys that I knew and that I currently know, they all are like, oh, it's broken? I don't care. I got a job to do. It doesn't hurt. But then, like, a year later, I hear them, they're in the, like, emergency room, and I'm like, oh, hey, what's wrong? And they're like, yeah, so, remember that elbow that I broke last year and I walked off? Yeah, turns out it was a little bit more than a break, and I'm like, what? How did you not, like, physically notice something was wrong and then go to the doctor or something? A broken bone is fine, but a slight cold would kill us. How do you guys do that? I don't understand. I don't get it. When I broke my ankle, how? How do you guys do that? I don't understand. How do you guys do that? If it's like a cold, yeah, I can tank a cold. Our bodies are just actually worse at pain management for illness. Is that true? Oh. Oh, you know, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Wow, I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning. Thank you guys for educating me. Guys go through so much. You guys are so too. You guys are so strong. You're a little too strong. Chill, chill, bro. Chill. God, I wish that was me. I would trade being able to tank like colds, the flu, and stuff like that any day over not being able to tank a broken bone. Like, I sprained my ankle a year ago, I think. Or was it a year ago? I think it was somewhat recently. A little less than a year ago, maybe. I sprained my ankle, and that was some of the most gut-wrenching pain I've been in a while. Like, oh my god, the sprain hurt. Like, my entire lower leg was swollen. Oof. Oh, that sounds so painful. Oh my god. That's the pain of getting older. Our bones are getting fragile. They're getting so tender. Eight. I guess mine have always been that way because you know, health issues. But still, I just wow. I'm so amazed. bro, like, speaking of just laughing off pain, I recently, I don't remember what movie it was, but I recently watched a movie and this dude broke his leg or something and he snapped it back in place. Oh my god, just thinking about it makes me jump out of my skin. He snapped it back in place and then he started walking normally and my brain exploded. My mind was blown. I had no idea what I was even looking at. Like, you guys can do that? You guys are superhuman. Why are you guys built like superhumans? I guess the trade off is that you guys aren't nearly as in tune with your emotions and stuff as we are. But wow. I think that guy watched too many movies. Yeah, probably. Ugh. I don't. Oh my god. Thinking about arm snap, thinking about bone snapping. Oh, oh, all this. It kind of makes me shudder, honestly. Bro, listen to me. I watch horror stuff to fall asleep, and now I'm just like over here and like shivering at this like thought of someone snapping something. Oh, yeah, yeah. It sounds dangerous because what if you do I fear blood? No, not at all. Which is really weird because which is really weird as why the thought of something snapping is like making me shiver. Blood doesn't scare me. I used to play Mortal Kombat when I was like 9, and I thought it was funny for whatever reason. I might have been a psychopath, maybe. I don't know. I was like, oh, look, they're exploding. There's blood everywhere. I don't know. Me when I was younger was on something. But nowadays, I like watch analog horror because it's interesting and ARGs and stuff because they're super interesting. Oh, who's my favorite character from MK? Ooh, that's tough. There's a lot of good characters in MK. I guess I'm not a fan of her design recently, but I like Melina a lot. She's cute in a she's gonna eat someone way. To which story will you tell next? I think the next major story that I'm gonna tell is the story of when I got into a car accident. But that's for another day. Uh, I like Melina. I also like Liu Kang, just because he's funny. One of my costumes that I wore when I was little for Halloween was a little Raiden costume. It was not the best, but it was made by my now deceased grandma. God bless her soul, by the way. You believe I'm on the cliffhanger? Yeah, that's for another day, sorry. That's for another day. Well, I mean, obviously I'm alive, so it must not have been that bad. Hi, thanks for stopping by. Tune in next time for probably more stories from beyond your comprehension. Oh my god, there's ambulance sirens wailing. Oh no. Yes, you know it's really funny you asked that because that's literally the next one that I have up on the queue of stories to read. Jesus, take care of yourself, girl. No, no. I'm fine. Well, okay. So I have this thing. Really, does today feel emotionless? What do you mean? So I have this thing where I don't care too much about how I'm doing or how I'm feeling, but if someone that I care about is affected in any way or they're sick or whatever, I will drop everything. Oh, sorry, I just turned on my face tracking. I will drop everything to make sure they're okay. That's just me, you know. I care a lot about the people I care about, and not so much myself. But that's probably not good either. You mess with me, whatever. You mess with my family, that's a whole different story. It's the autism. I got that autism. When I say I got that dog in me, I mean autism. Yeah, that's me. Actually, hold on. Give me a second. Where is it? There it is. Got that tism in my bones. Got that tism. Which tism do you guys have? I have the one that makes me a nerd. Aw, well, I mean, I'll try my best to help you feel emotions. Here, maybe this'll help. You feel any better? Maybe? This is helping? Or is it making it worse? I think I'm traumatized now. I'm so sorry. It's peak. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Aw, I'm sorry. I promise I'll continue to do my best to make you feel better. The ball usually works. But I guess it didn't work today. And that's okay. It's Caillou. Each day I grow some more. I'm Caillou. Caillou. That's me. Wait, no. I should be bald and sing that. Hold on. Ah. Well, I mean, I'm not very good at making people mad or sad, but I can make you feel better, maybe. Each day I grow some more. I'm Caillou. Caillou. I'm Caillou. I'm Caillou. That's me. There you go. I don't think there's any clippers here, but if there were, they'd probably have a field day with that. And maybe I'll make this into a clip myself because I am recording it. This is one hell of a stream, yeah. We get backstory dumps and Caillou karaoke. Hey, you know what? That's good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I like the funny Caillou stuff. Oh yeah, and I guess while I'm here, I should remind you guys that the cat edit contest is still going on. I'm probably going to extend the deadline past November. Probably going to extend it to some parts of December, maybe till after December, just because it's going to be a bit hard to get every single one of the entries and stuff in a compiled list and stuff. So, uh, going to be extending the cat edit contest deadline until after December, probably. So if you want a chance to win a free Steam gift card or eShop card or whatever it may be that you want, feel free to go visit the karaoke stream and look at the description. And just remember, the edit doesn't have to be great. It doesn't have to be amazing or anything. It just has to be an edit from your heart, and it has to be very silly and include my cat. It could be video or image, and most, from what I've seen so far, the edits that I've gotten, I think there's there's 2 images and 1 video so far, at least from what I've seen right now. And I love them all so much. They're so great. I can't wait to show them on stream eventually. It's gonna be awesome. You guys are so talented and so funny. It's okay if you don't know how to properly edit. As long as you can open something up in, like, Microsoft Paint, or you can open something up in, like, an app on your phone or something, and put my cat there and put, like, sparkles around her, I'll probably take that. In fact, I'd probably make it my wallpaper. I don't have anything to edit on. Do you have a PC? Phone, maybe? Because if you have either of those, then you could definitely still do it. You should teach us Photoshop. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should. I actually would, I would love to do that. I'll put that down in my, backlog of stuff to do, along with the coding stream. The basic HTML coding stream that I plan to do. Because I'm a nerd. I'm a big dork. You have a Chromebook that have functions and crashes every 30 minutes? Perfect! Okay, so Chromebooks can access stuff from the Google Play Store. So what you do... So what you do is you download IBIS Paint on your Chromebook or whatever. It doesn't really matter, honestly. It could be any free paint app or whatever. Download that. Put a picture of my cat there. Put sparkles around her. Draw a little mustache on her. And then boom. You're entered for a free Steam gift card. Or whatever else it may be. You know, H-Shop, or not H-Shop, that's the 3DS thing. The eShop, Sony, store, Xbox, Microsoft store, I don't know. Anything, really. Nerd. Derogatory. Man, actually, you know what? Do you guys... Well, maybe not. Maybe I'm just old, but I remember that when I was younger, being a nerd or being, like, into anime and stuff was something that would get you made fun of. And nowadays, that's not really the case anymore. And it kind of bothers me, I won't lie. I actually want to make a video talking about anime tourism and how it's very real. I definitely think it's very real. That's probably a hot take, and it probably gets me some lost subscribers, but I think it's real. Not a huge fan. There's not really anything you desire? Oh, that's okay too. I just watch romances. My Dress Up Darling? Makes sense. Makes sense. I haven't been in like a high school setting or anything like that in a really long time, so I wouldn't really know what the general consensus for those kinds of things are right now. I bet you use the Moo Day bot on Discord, don't you? Sorry, that was kind of out of pocket. You had okay. Well, see, this is how I know I'm older than you guys. Most of you, anyways. So when I was in high school, I got bullied for like because sometimes I would wear like an anime shirt or something just because it was the only thing I had, and uh, they were like, "Oh, you like anime? That's weird." I definitely have a few of those days. I haven't had one in a while, but when I get particularly stressed, I do sometimes feel like pretty empty inside. Bullying is so cringe. Who does that in the Big 25? Uh, Tons of people actually. I wish they didn't, but they do. Shockingly, a lot of my school. Oh, rip. Being bullied. I remember that. Yeah, me too. You have any kind of niche uh, hobby or interest, or you're remotely not overly social in any way, and they're like, ooh, time to bully you. Like, even if you were just someone who enjoyed cartoons, I mean, at least that's how it was for me. Even if you were just someone who just enjoyed cartoons, like not even just Japanese cartoons, not just anime, just cartoons in general, you still got bullied. Oh, no. Well, I mean, at least you don't have to do that anymore. Wait, you own a flamethrower? What the? That's dangerous. You just threw hands. See, my thing is that I've always been the type of person that's like more of a lover more than a fighter, make peace not war type person. So that's not something I ever did. I never fought back, to be honest. I don't know. I have this like Batman syndrome thing. Uh, Maybe it's because I did watch a lot of Batman cartoons and stuff when I was younger. And I have this thing where I have like a lot of the same morals that Batman does, where I think that if I do the same thing back to you, I'm no better than you. So my whole thing was, oh wait, they bullied me. So if I fight back, I'm literally no better than they are. I didn't know what the concept of self-defense was. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Um, yeah, yeah, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad you were able to stick up for yourself. You can legally own it for what? You can legally own a flamethrower at 14? That's kind of wild, I won't lie. What would you even do with a flamethrower? I don't even know what I'd do with a flamethrower. See, my problem is I feel like I'd become a pyromaniac, like not because I wanted to, but because I'd be naturally curious about how certain things reacted to fire, and then I'd become a pyromaniac just because I'm curious. There's 12 things off the top of your head. Do people think of these things? I don't think of these things. I think about meeting deadlines, crunching numbers, and paying rent. Hear me out, s'mores. Ooh. Flamethrower s'mores. Mmm. That sounds yummy. I want flamethrower s'mores. Guys, I want s'mores. Can we have s'mores? Let's all go for s'mores together. I want some. I haven't had, like, a campfire s'more type thing in a really long time. Aw. Well, I hope you can experience some emotion soon. It's not fun to be empty. Wait a minute. I just had the dial-up loading sound. When I read some more of what, I had the dial-up loading noise. One of the things that I know I'd use a flamethrower for is shredding important documents that no one's supposed to see but you don't need anymore. Like social security government documents and stuff like that. That's definitely a good idea to have a flamethrower for. Burn those so no one else sees them, even if you don't need them anymore. Because I like realistically you don't want anyone to see like your social security number and stuff. But those naturally when you get like government documents, your number is just there naturally. And you don't always need those government documents, so you throw them away. But then sometimes, and I don't want to wish this on anyone, I never would, but sometimes, because it's happened to me, your government documents can unironically get your social security number stolen if you just throw them away. It's happened to me, unfortunately. I've had my identity stolen like twice. Once I knew who it was. The second time I didn't know who. What little calc did I go to? Or were you talking to someone else? Because if you're asking me, I don't remember. That means someone wants to be me? Oh no, why would anyone want to be me? That's terrible, that's awful. Be yourself. The grass is not greener on the other side. That's all I can say. I think that canned tuna is calling my name, guys. The canned tuna is calling my name. What if I don't like myself? Hey, same! Join the club. But no, you should like yourself. You bring a lot of great things to the table. And you offer good things. You should like yourself. Make it into tuna salad. Ooh. I wish I could. I don't have the ingredients. God, I wish I could. That sounds so good. You should be kind to yourself now. Be kinder to yourself now. Me too, man. Me too. I want an elote right now. It sounds so good. Man, now I'm gonna be thinking about a Lofis. And I can't even have any. Self-love, who needs it? You. You need it. Everyone in this chat needs it. Be nice to yourself. Be nice to yourself or I'll cry. And you don't want me to do that. See this face? This is the face I make when you're not nice to yourself. If I can't help others, what good am I? No. Stop that right there, sir. Or ma'am. Friend. Stop right there. Don't say another word. Before you can properly help others, help yourself. And I know that it's a lot easier said than done. But it's true. Start doing tiny things to help yourself feel better. Start setting reminders on your phone to drink water, to eat food, and stuff. No, don't say that. No. If you're not nice to yourself, I'll be sad. I'll be sad. You don't want me to be sad. There is so much in life worth living for. You have so much left to do. You can't just leave everything undone. And if you do, I'll miss you. Are we getting a doki doki right now? Yeah, we are. Chat's pulling a Monica. Wait. Oh, no. I guess it's more like I'm Monica and you're sight word. I don't know. But yeah, be nice to yourself. Because if you're not nice to yourself, then I'll cry and I'll be sad. Because you should be nice to yourself. And I know it probably doesn't mean too much coming from a silly little anime woman on your screen, but I do care. And it would be nice to see your name still pop up in chat every day. You're awesome. Don't forget that. You bring so much to this planet. Even if you don't see the value in yourself, even if you don't see worth in yourself, you have so much value. And it's okay to not see the worth and value in yourself, because I see it. I see worth in helping others. That's something I share as well. And I think that if I'm not bringing something to the table for others, or if I'm not helping others in some way, then there is no use for me. There is no value for me. But that's not true. And if anything, VTubing has proved that I do bring a lot of value and I do have a lot of worth. Don't make me sad by making yourself sad. And then you won't be sad. It works like that, right? Just remember that helping others isn't always explicitly helping them. Sometimes making yourself feel better, helping yourself feel better, will also help the other people that you're trying to help. Because realistically, who are you helping if you're sad? Who are you helping if you feel like you're not doing anything? Nobody. So be nice to yourself. You are someone after all. Am my group's therapist? You're your group's therapist? Yes, I am actually. They try to they try to point at me and they're like, oh yeah, well, you're so nice to everyone, and why aren't you nice to yourself? And I'm like, you got me there, man. I can't even. You're half of someone? No, you're a whole of someone. You're a whole of yourself. And I promise that the more you start to help yourself and you start to understand yourself a little bit more and you start to, really sink in who you are and be okay with yourself, the more it'll help everyone else as well. Because I'm sure that the friends that you may have or the family members you may have, whenever you are able to, fully understand yourself, have emotions again and stuff, I know that they're also probably going to appreciate seeing you be the real person, and not just this soulless husk that is trying to help everyone. Bro, the fourth wall breaking right now is insane. Like, what? Oh, yeah? Well, if you're a therapist, where's your license? I didn't think so. I don't think you have one. Mm. But that's okay, I don't either. I sleep. But yeah, I guess I don't want to make things too depressing. But just remember, if you ever feel like you aren't valued, you ever feel like you're not enough, you feel like you're not doing enough, and you feel like you have no worth or anything, just remember there is a funny little anime woman on the internet that thinks that you have a lot of value and would be pretty sad to see you gone. That is me. I am that anime woman. The literal talking orange with glasses. Oh, rage rooms. I've never been to one, but I've heard they're pretty nice. I don't really get rage. Rage isn't something I feel. Anger isn't something I feel either. I mean, sometimes I get frustrated, right? Like, if I know that there's something that I can't, like, immediately fix, I'll get frustrated and I'm like, darn, why can't I do this? Why don't I have enough money to do that? Or anything like this. And then I feel frustrated, kind of, but I don't think that's anger. I think that's more like guilt or something. I think it's guilt. But yeah. Otherwise, I would highly recommend rage rooms if you can afford it. Don't suppress your emotions. That's not healthy. I know that's easier said than done, but don't suppress your emotions. That will actually, did you know, actually, since I'm educating right now, suppressing your emotions can lead to actual bodily harm. The more you suppress your emotions, the more age starts to show on your body, and the more your body has to work. So, just as an example, if something upsets you and makes you sad, your body works 2 times faster to make sure that you don't feel sad, to get over that feeling of sadness. So, it's a lot healthier for you if you express it in the moment, you let it out, and you tell someone before you suppress it, and then later on in the line, you're like, oh my, why does my stomach hurt? Why do my eyes twitch randomly? It's because your body is doing extra work in order to process all of those emotions that you're hiding and bottling up. You should be taking notes. Do it right now. Pull out that notepad. Like, yes, 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 yes. Yeah, I would say so. I'm also someone who suppressed their emotions quite a bit. I kind of feel like in working environments as well, you kind of have to do that a lot. So yeah, it's pretty and for men especially. I don't know how you guys deal with it because I know that you guys get it way worse than we do. Yes, go eat, you goober. Go get nourishment. I don't know how guys handle it most of the time, but I know that you guys are really taught that you just deal with it, you suck it up, and don't even worry about it. Says you. Okay, okay. You're 100% right. Yeah, exactly. Men, especially in the working environment, or at least people who are perceived as masculine, you all just like, God, I don't understand how you guys can do it. I've had to deal with a great degree of like emotional masking myself, but like not nearly as much to the degree as men do. Because if you're in most cases, I'm sad now. Can we go back to funny bone break? Heck yeah. Wait a minute, let me crack my neck. Oh yeah. That actually felt pretty nice. Oh. Oh, that bone popped. That felt great. But yeah, you guys are strong. You could do it. Don't suppress your emotions. I care about you. That's the takeaway. You can do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Oh my god, I'm yawning. You know, me being tired and yawning probably has something to do with the 3 hours of sleep I got last night. I can't complain. Because, in my eyes, any day that your head is above water is a good day. And as you can see right now, I am above water. My head is above water. But then there is no. I am above water. There is water, but it's below the screen. You can't see it. That is why I am up. I hate having my head underwater, honestly. I think I've talked about this before, but one of my only like fears in life, I mean, other than like my loved ones leaving me, is water. Like being in water, large bodies of water without anyone there to like help me. Drowning is one of my worst fears. I don't even know why. I can't play Subnautica. Like it gives me that uneasy feeling of I feel like I'm gonna drown. I hate it. I think the only kind of horror that would probably disturb me is being fully immersed in a safe, controlled environment that's also surrounded by water. Like if someone put me in a wetsuit, gave me a breathing tank, and I was completely safe, completely supervised, and there was nothing wrong at all, right? Like nothing could go wrong. It was super safe. But they still put me in that environment and they put me in a body of water and I'm like in a simulated horror situation where I'm still safe. I know I'm safe. I would probably like actually go insane. Like I oh my god, that's like my worst fear. I would cry. I would not be the same person after. Drowning sounds so terrifying yet peaceful. I think it's because, well, at least from what I've seen in like horror movies, horror writing and stuff, when water, because the way water works is when you're drowning, so water starts to fill your lungs, and when the water fills your lungs, then your breathing doesn't really, it stops pretty fast. So you're just floating. The floating probably seems pretty ethereal and like you're weightless. You start to feel weightless when you're drowning. I don't ask how I know all this. this is my kind of my profession, so. But like, I don't know, man. It's just it's something about the how weightless your body starts to feel, and then the water getting into your lungs. Nerd question mark. Did you know? See, okay, my thing, and maybe this is why, a lot of like I don't have a lot of normie friends, is probably because sometimes I'll just randomly pop up at like 3 a.m. and be like, "Did you know that the Romans believed the best way to celebrate your life was to die?" And they're like, "Dana, did you take your medicine?" Yes. No, I don't have medicine. I'm fine. I don't know. I'm a nerd, I guess. I don't know. Meds? What's that? Guys, guys, I'm scared. I took my medicine and my anime girlfriend's gone. Did you know all people who have been alive have died? What? People die when they're killed? Can't believe this. Shame. It's such a shame. Such a shame. If I die, do murder. When cookie, do eat. When smack microphone, do pitch loud. I'm gonna put you in my will for my Steam Deck? Well, thank you, but I don't want your Steam Deck. I just want you to be alive and happy. But I will take care of your Steam Deck. Steam Deck. Your Steam Deck, if you do pass. I will take very good care of it. I will leave it in its package, and I will never open it. I will keep it in pristine condition. Does Bingus is hairless cat? Ooh. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow, that's a loaded question right there. Man, that's one of the hardest questions I've had to answer. Okay. Um, so, let's see. I'm gonna be honest. My first thought initially was tom girls, the tomboys, I guess, is what they're called. I don't know. Uh, girls who act very masculine, or tomboys. I'm just gonna say tomboys for simplicity's sake. My first thought is tomboys because I love tomboys. I kind of am one. I'm not a big fan of like super girly activities. Yeah, excuse me. The most girly thing I do technically is like paint my nails and sometimes wear makeup. Otherwise, I get dirty. I do a lot of like work where my hands get dirty. I pick up dead bodies and stuff. That's not an exaggeration. I do a lot of stuff like that, like really dirty work. So I wouldn't call myself girly in any way, and I never have my nails long either because I just don't see the point in paying like $50 to get your nails done, and then they're just gonna break. Like, that sounds like a waste of money to me. Boys are cute though. I like them. They're cute. I don't know. I just think that if you, as a person, no matter what you are, if you want to wear a skirt, bro. You look good. You wear a button-up shirt, and you're a woman. You look great, bro. Put it on. Although I do like Like one of my favorite things is when a anime woman is wearing a full suit with like a tie and everything. Oh, ooh, tomboys are good. Tomboys are ooh, chef's kiss. Love them, love them. Women in suit is peak. Yes, this is true. This is true. God, so peak, so peak. Oh my. Ooh, gotta channel my inner gnome. Ooh, ooh. You have a bunch of emulated stuff on your Steam Deck? Well, say less. Well, I say that, but I actually do have a few of the consoles that are emulated there. So maybe I wouldn't need to use it too much. I agree. A cute dress is cute. I do wear dresses occasionally. Like I know if it's like a special occasion or something like that, I will wear a dress because it looks nice. But I'm super short, so uh, most dresses tend to be very long. Like I remember when I ordered a dress. It's the same dress that I wear because I have the same clothes. But I ordered a dress 2 years ago from I think it was Amazon, and it was like a bodycon. Which if no one knows what that means, it's body contouring. It's supposed to make you look like really curvy and stuff. And I bought a bodycon dress, and I use it for formal like work parties and stuff like that. Um, I wear those, and that's probably the most feminine I look. I'm not gonna lie. I have long hair though, so maybe that I'm pretty sure that if I didn't have long hair and like super pretty eyes, at least that's what people tell me. I would know. I don't look at my own eyes that much, but if I didn't have really long hair and super pretty eyes and my hair was short, most people would probably think I'm a dude or something. In fact, when I was younger and I had my hair short, uh, most people did think I was one. But I didn't really dress in clothes that gave me a figure at all. And I still kind of don't. I'd much rather wear gigantic hoodies and oversized clothes and like big sweaters and stuff. So, yeah, I don't really dress in a very flattering ways to my figure, I guess is the word for it. But man, those they're pretty. Don't get me wrong. They're really pretty, but clothes like that just kind of get in the way when okay, so like I like to do the housework a lot. So what I do is I'll clean my cat's litter box and stuff, and I like to use the hose to spray it down, wipe it with some like disinfectant and stuff. You know, cleaning your cat litter box stuff. And when I'm wearing dresses, since I don't really pay attention to what I'm wearing when I'm doing these things, like if my dress gets dirty, my dress gets dirty. I don't care. But that's not always a good thing because I know that one time I was cleaning my cat's litter box and I had to attend a work meeting thing and I was wearing a dress. And I was cleaning her litter box and I was running late. I'm like, oh frick, I'm late. And then I get there and they're like, Dana, I admire your work ethic, but what is that on your dress? And I'm like, chocolate cake. I don't work there anymore for a reason. I think I'm inclined to agree. I don't know, maybe it's just a personal thing, but I like to see people in clothes they're most comfortable in more often than, clothes that they look really, really, really good in. You look really, really good in your most comfortable outfit, at least to me. That's how I feel, anyways. Oh, that's so cute. Not the cake in her face thing, but uh, you know, I don't know. I just like, I like, kids are cute, right? I want to have kids of my own someday. And when anyone talks about like younger siblings or anything, I'm like, take it, I want a kid. I want a daughter. I want to put her in pretty little dresses or cute little shirts. I want a son. I want to play baseball with my son. Dang it. That's called baby fever, in case anyone's curious. I get that pretty bad. My friend has 2 kids, and whenever I see them, I'm like, aw, dang it. They're so cute. I would spoil my friend's baby. You should. You should. You absolutely should. Just recreate the Sandlot. He's a 1-year-old. That's perfectly good. You should buy him a Nerf pistol. Like the really small ones that have like the humongous bullets. Those are great. Even at like me as a kid, I would have loved that. Even when I was younger, I was pretty much a tomboy. I didn't really like dolls all that much. I would have much rather have had like a Pikachu plushie or something. Teach him to whistle. Ooh, that's a good one too. I would have loved to have someone teach me to whistle when I was younger. I know that when I definitely have a kid, I'm going to teach them to whistle. I was whistling, but my microphone cancels out noise, so it can't pick up my whistling. That's so sad. Nope, it won't pick it up. No! I can't whistle to you guys. This is so sad. Oh, you heard it a little bit? Okay, cool. At least it was a little bit. So you know, I'm not lying about whistling. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. It's that ramen noodles I had. He says felony instead of finally. That's so cute. Go commit a felony. Guys, I am giving you permission to commit a felony. Actually, don't do that. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. You do, please. Well, I'm gonna call it here. I originally intended this stream to be only like 30 minutes long, but oh my god, here we are. It's been 2 hours and 10 minutes of me just straight up yapping about what? I don't even know at this point. I've said so many things. Well, it was nice talking with you guys. Thanks for catching up with me. I have a lot of stuff planned, and feel free to go back and watch the VOD later. There's a lot of stuff you probably have missed. But anyways, thank you guys. I love you guys. And make sure, be kind to yourself. And if you're not kind to yourself, I'll cry and I'll be sad. And you don't want me to be sad. Okay, bye bye.